Hello, everybody. Hello. Good to see you all. I don't know what I said, but I promise I won't say it next time. Oh my. I will not take it personally.
They're really here.
Yeah, okay. Your guys want front and center today. Apparently they have not been getting enough attention in this room, and they are looking to be noticed and acknowledged more frequently. Okay? So I will do that, I promise. So we have a nice group tonight. Maybe we'll get a little more time to pay personal attention to people, because we're not crammed like we've been lately. Yeah. Hanging in the rafters, sitting on the coffee table.
That has nothing to do with weather.
No, it doesn't.
No, because mostly every time we have a class, it's usually rainy or raining.
Really?
Yeah.
It's supposed to rain.
Is it?
Tomorrow.
Oh, really? Just my wires. Last night I did. Last night was magnificent. Yeah. Last night was beautiful. It was beautiful. All right, so let's begin and let's see what Michelle would like to tell us tonight from American Heart. Was anybody here able to?
Not healthy.
Let her put her Dunkin' Donuts down in order to talk to us about heart health.
Well, I have a bowl of ice cream. On a note with what you enlighten us with, it really just so much depends on your mental attitude and your spiritual being on how you really promote whatever you're doing. So in light of that, changing attitude and really believing in what you're doing and really being positive about things does bring a lot more positivity to you. And I see that in what I do as working for Heart Association. But today, what was interesting was I'm always trying to get hospitals to become a part of us and to partner with us. And hospitals kind of think that they're an entity of themselves, and they do what they do, and no one is as important as the hospital is. I shouldn't even be saying this because this is very, I'm not politically correct. I'm going to say it. So today what I did is I went on our website and I looked at what does the Heart Association do. Why would anybody want to be involved with heart? And it was mind-boggling because just for protocol, for what we do for protocol for patient quality, for quality in terms of making sure that people are being treated the way they should be, people being made aware of what they should be made aware, preventative medicine, staying healthy, all this stuff. It really is mind-boggling what the Heart Association does. So with saying that, take a look at our website and take a look at what we do and take a look at how it does impact your life and how it does impact the economy and keeping people well. And on the same note of being enlightened, just taking care of yourself. Take a look at that and take heed and do it because you have this body that you're supposed to be taking care of, and it's part of your spiritual being. So it just makes a big difference. So there you go. That's all I have.
Well, thank you.
And I'm getting back to my
Thank you. Okay, let's take a look at what upcoming events we have. Oh, look at that, in Plainview. On 11/13, we'll be here again. And maybe you guys can ask your ghost friends to hover next time so we have room for more people. They won't have to take up the seats. And New York City will be on Monday. If anyone ever wants to just take the train in and head into New York City, it's an entirely different feel and style group than this one, even though it's still public. The setting is different. The architecture of the room that we're in is really beautiful. Sometimes some of the people will meet for dinner beforehand. It's just a different feeling. It's not duplicative of what we do here. We don't even cover the same topics. How on earth guides find as many topics as they do with how many times I speak in a month? I don't even know how they do it. I don't know if there'll be, someday I'll just run out of material and ask you to come up and talk, and then you, and then you. I don't know, but they just keep going. They keep going. So if you want to try the city, it happens to be Columbus Day, so it's kind of an easy day for some people. It's a nice day to take a ride in. I'll be back at the spa the weekend before Halloween, and then again for Martin Luther King weekend in January. This month, they're probably nearly sold out. So if you were thinking about going for October 25th, you've got to book it really quickly. It does tend to sell out on 2 days. That is right in 2 days. Wow, it's already getting near mid-October. In 2 days, I'll be at the Eyes of Learning, and that's in Hicksville. If you've never been there, is there anyone familiar with Eyes of Learning here? Oh, a lot of people are. Okay. So for those of you who are not familiar, it's a group that's been around for about 30 years when some other really wonderful Long Island people had decided that a spiritual perspective was more satisfying than an earthly perspective. They did create this group where people that had the desire to explore spiritual truths and make discoveries that they could meet and that they could talk about things. And so they do happen to be a more mature group as far as their path in immersing themselves in spiritual wisdom. One of the more mature groups I've ever come across on Long Island. And I'm not talking about age, I'm talking about depth of exploration. So it's always an interesting group to be there. And I'll be doing questions and answers where everyone has a good time with that. It's just questions and answers, and we'll have it so that you can either raise your hand or you write something down. We'll have people that collect them throughout the night, and I answer as many questions as I can throughout the course of the night.
What time is that?
That's 8 o'clock p.m. in Hicksville. The 19th. Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. This is a private client decided that she wanted to open up the possibility. So if anybody's interested in or lives near or wants or knows someone that lives near, it's in Atlantic Highlands, New Jersey. So it's a good ride for us, but I do have a lot of clients in that area. But it was originally going to be in a yoga center, and they accidentally double booked. So it's actually going to be in one of my clients' homes. And it was really nice of her to open it to the public. So if anyone wants to be in that area or is in that area or knows someone in that area, it's going to be a really great day of just an open workshop. We'll be doing mostly questions and answers there as well. A very, very highly enlightened group of people as well. Very highly enlightened. Got to keep up, right? The 2nd of November in Plainview, from 10 to 4, I'm partnering with a gentleman who lives in Houston, Texas. And the focus of the day will be using a numerology report that you'll be getting in advance of the day based on your name, your date of birth. The report is about 100 pages long. And then the day will be teaching you how to make the most of the report. And then once you discover what your purpose is through the report, and what that is telling you about you specifically, it'll be how do you implement it. It's not enough to know where to go, it's how do you go where you want to go. And that's an all day. It's also in Plainview. Offhand, I can't remember where in Plainview.
Sheridan.
Oh,
4 Points.
Sheridan. Thank you. 4 Point Sheridan. So, what, literally around the corner from here,
Yeah.
right? Easy to get to. The 9th, I will be at the Wellness Expo that's run by, I believe it's called Gathering of Light. Great group of people. I did their keynote speech two years ago, maybe. I really can't remember.
It is 2 years.
They didn't do it last year.
Yeah. Really great group. Again, another evolved group of people that come together. It's really a wonderful place where people do a lot of exploration too about different ideas, different paths to spiritual wisdom and so on. It's an all-day event. They'll have vendors. They have different events going on throughout the day. And I'll be the keynote speaker on that day, and that's in Melville. But if you need the address, it's on my website. Okay? What else? Oh, and we have picked our dates for the next life course. So if that's something that interests you, we are accepting applications for it. The dates are on the website. The life course is Leading Intuitively for Empowerment. And it is a life-changing, very intensive 3 or 4 day weekend, whatever way you want to look at it. It is by application only. I'm not the one that decides who gets to attend. I have a board that does review the applications, and they make the decisions. If it's something that you're interested in, please look it up on the website, take a look at the application, and see if it's something that fits your lifestyle and your schedule. I will tell you that the accolades that still come in from everyone that ever graduated from that course is just tremendous. I have one client who, she was in the course with I think a couple of people in here last year. She just changed jobs. She has an enormously responsible job as a vice president of a major company. And she went from one company to another recently, and a lot of the reasons was because of the things that happened during the LIFE program that gave her the impetus to make the change. And it helped her to discover that the level of awareness of the organization that she was working at wasn't a good match for her, that it put a cap on what she could do, so she looked for a better vibrational match for her. And the interesting thing is that when she was leaving, she really didn't have much, you have an idea of how you're perceived in a company. And she'd seen many people leave, so she knew the format. There'll be a cake, there'll be a card. I don't remember exactly how many employees she had, 50 to 100 or something like that on staff there. But what happened when she left was tremendous. She had people sending her gifts, writing private letters, making appointments with her privately, telling her things that they say they never told anyone, asking where she was going to so they could follow her, and all of this stuff. It was almost like she was going through It's a Wonderful Life, where everyone was showing her the effect that she had on their journey. And she was kind enough to cut and paste some of her testimonials in a letter to me. And I got to read them one after the other, after the other, after the other, after the other. And I was crying by the end of it. It was so tremendous. And she will credit the LIFE program for making her be the leader that everyone appreciated her leadership qualities. So it was, and she was willing to share that credit with me, which I thought was pretty remarkable. So everything I do is in partnership. It's never just about me. It's about what you can do and what you can do in the world. But the thing about the leadership program is it doesn't have to be that you are a major player in a major organization. Having the skill set and the perception that you gain from the program changes your life, whether you're leading your family, your department, a charitable organization, 3 people, 2 people, 200 people, it doesn't matter. The way of leadership becomes you, and you become that way of leadership. Okay? So take a look at that. And also I had here, Margaret, I saw you left this here. Would you mind just sharing the details?
I handed them out. I don't know if anybody's interested. On October 28th, I'm doing an intuitive night at Perfectamundo in Comac. So if you want a great dinner and just to get out and hear what guys may have to say to you, come on down. Enjoy. I also do the 3rd Tuesday of every month at Joanne's Long Island Photography Gallery. Again, the 3rd Tuesday of every month from 7 to 9. So, and that's October 15th, which is that's next week. And that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you, Karen. Thank you.
And I would like to say congratulations to Victoria, who officially launched.
It's been a long time.
Can you just say a couple of words? words, since
Sure,
most of us have
sure.
been with you since the inception?
Yeah. So those that don't know, I'm Victoria Collette, and I'm very excited to share. I know a lot of you I know, and it's been, thank you. It's been 3.5 years in the making getting this launched. So as of October 15th, my line would be ready to go, and you could get a sneak peek over there. During the break, if anybody's interested, I could give anybody a perfume experience, and what the experience will be about is we'll figure out whether you want to unlock that inner passion with the perfume seductress, whether you want to unleash that inner beauty with, that inner femininity with beauty, or if you want to even just unlock that inner innocence. So we'll kind of go through a whole experience to determine which is the right perfume. Pretty much what we're going to do, I could say it in this class, is we're going to use your intuition to see which perfume is the right one for you.
Thank you. Congratulations. I like that she adds, I'm allowed to say your class. So we have the person back there whose name I won't say, that she's not allowed to tell anyone. Now, she's not allowed to tell anyone. It's really appropriate because the things I'm going to talk about tonight, we don't want to tell anyone, okay? So it's good to have really a close group tonight. And that being said, we have a growing group of people who are viewing this online now, and it's starting to get past our immediate region, so people are starting to catch on that that's a possibility. I don't know if it means that there'll be fewer cars in the parking lot here, but whatever, who cares, as long as we have more and more opportunities. So we'll give a shout out tonight to Baltimore, Florida, can't remember the name of the town, and it's on that little lip of Florida that goes over the coast. You know where I mean, right? It's smaller name towns.
Stewart Island?
Something like that, like right near there, right on that water. And a shout out to Western Philly.